Welcome to the mystery of life.
All right, guys. So the first thing I wanted to point out here, to the shadow. Okay, so obviously the light source is somewhere off to the left of the UFO here, right? Who's ever filming this, they're on a helicopter because you'll see off to the left side here, you'll see some something that looks like the shadow of the helicopter blades. See, you can see it right there. Okay, so they're on a helicopter. They're wherever the helicopter is, the light source is behind them. So I'm guessing this is starting to look a little bit wonky because if the light source is right behind them, I would think the shadow would be more like right here. But let's just keep watching, and you'll see how it doesn't make sense later. Okay, that went a little fast, so let me just pull that back a little bit. I'll try to stop it in time. Okay, so right there. Um, why is the shadow of the UFO behind the UFO right now? If the light source is back here, nothing has changed in terms of where that light source is. The sun is behind them, right? So this is not a normal behavior of a shadow. Okay. I think there's a better shot of this, but okay, I keep missing it. But you'll see, I'll try to stop it. Okay, so you see that? You see the shift? So that's not how, if the UFO moves forward, the shadow would still be in front, if you will, of the UFO because the light source hasn't changed. So the UFO will always be in between the light source and the ground, right? So that shadow is always going to be on the ground in here in front of the UFO. So why, when the UFO moves forward, the shadow suddenly, appears behind it? That doesn't make sense. So it appears to me that this is a legit video of someone filming a mountaintop, right, on a helicopter, and then that tape is later edited to put in that video with some shitty light source, bad uh, lighting editing work. Yeah, this is actually a better slowed down version of it. The lighting angle's all messed up. And also, if you were in a helicopter filming this strange object and it suddenly flies off, like off your view, you wouldn't like just pull up your camera just a little bit just to get a little more view. You would follow that thing all the way through to the horizon, right? Wouldn't you? So this makes me think like this could either have been pre-planned of the shot so that the person would, after amount of time, pull the camera up just to make it look like they're going to follow that UFO, but they didn't do enough because in the video the UFO um, obviously goes off the view of where they even pull the camera up conveniently. Let me just fast forward this a little bit. Right? You see how they only pulled up the camera only a little bit? If you saw that thing fly off, you would chase it down with your helicopter, right? If you were scared to do that, you would at least pull your camera up to follow it. So this shows me that it was edited later, and that little pre-plan of pulling the camera up was just enough to make it seem like a real reaction. But just wasn't enough.